Welcome to week 4 of stay-at-home yoga. And as you can see, I'm back in my kitchen. It just happens to be super hot where I live right now, so we're back in the air conditioning. All right, so hopefully you've gone through weeks 1, 2, and 3. You were able to do one or more of those at least 5 times last week, right? If not, get in gear and do it, right? Just do it. All right, so this is our addition, and it's going to be side bend and balancing. And I am back in the kitchen because, gosh, these kitchen counters can be so useful as far as centering and knowing where our posture is. So it's a great tool. I like it. And we're in the kitchen a lot too, so we can do this anytime. I would recommend that if you're going to do this, try to do either week 1, 2, or 3 before you do this. If you just can't, that's okay, right? But if at all possible, try and do one or more of those sequences before you do this. All right, so we're working on side bend, which is really, some lower back and up through the upper back. So what you're going to do is get side to side with your kitchen counter, and I'm just going to put my palm right at the edge there and then stand my arms distance away. So the length of your arm is going to determine where you're standing in relation to your kitchen counter, and you're going to pull in through your core. You can shift your hips out. I have my right hand on the counter right now, so I'm going to shift my hips a little bit left, and that left arm's going to come over the top. You can done this a little bit, not a big deal. It's going to be inhale, coming over, exhale back to where we were, and some of you are just going to get that hand right on top, that's fine. Just make sure that that arm that's moving is straight, yeah? So we're not doing bent, we're going to do nice and straight. And so you can just lift straight up. You can push out your hip a little bit. This is all up to you, whatever works best. So you're going to flow these at least 5 times, maybe 10, and then you're going to hold it, pull in through your core. Notice my hips aren't back. They are actually tucked under a little bit, and I got my legs nice and firm, and I'm just going to look same direction that my chest is facing, which happens to be to you. Lucky you. All right, switching sides. So I have my other hand about 1 arm's length away from me along the counter. And once again, we're going to take inhales up with the arm, and exhales, hand comes down. And so the flow of your breath is really what determines how fast you're going to go here. And, like we said before, you're going to go however far you need to in order to get a little stretch through lower back here. That's kind of what we're looking for there. And we're going to come all the way up. Hold after 5 or 10. So you're going to hold about 5 breaths, although you're welcome to do more, right? Okay, next, you're going to take your body and turn just a little bit towards the counter. Yes, so my bottom foot is, my outer foot is facing that cabinet just a little bit. Then I'm going to take my inside foot, and my toes are going to actually face the cabinet. Yeah, facing the cabinet. All right, so I have my feet kind of like this. I may re-record later so you can see the feet and everything, but try it out. This is a foot position for triangle, in that I turn my toes a little bit. I'm going to tuck the hips under, hands going to be on the counter. I'm going to push my hips to the side, keeping them under, and that arm's going to come up, and I can slide my hand. Ooh, another nice thing about the counter. So you go as far as you can, hold it 5 breaths, and then we'll switch sides. So I'm arm's length away. I'm going to turn a little bit towards the counter, and then my inside foot is going to toes towards the counter completely. All right, so it's the triangle foot position. Yes. Pull in, hips are under, and I'm just going to push my hips out to the side. And hold that for 5 to 10 breaths. Oh, the headless yoga teacher is back. All right, so you decide how many times you want to go through all that. If you do this every day, your back is really going to thank you, though, I can tell you that. On to balancing. I'm going to take my left foot down for starters. Yes, I recommend bare feet if at all possible. Okay? You can take your fingertips out onto the counters if you need to. And let me back up a little bit. All I'm going to do is pick up my right foot. So I shifted weight to my left foot and I picked up my right, and then I'm going to lift off the hands and reach out. So some people are going to find that challenging. And then you want to stick with that with your foot low. And you'll switch sides. Same thing. I shifted weight to the right foot. I just lifted my left foot a little bit, and my hands are going to come off the counter. So it's really important to keep your eyes on something that is not moving. That'll help with your balance. So if you feel wobbly there, then you need to keep practicing that each day. Now if that felt pretty good to you and you're ready to move on, then you're going to go ahead and take left foot down, pick up the right knee. So I'm not using the counter. So you'll know you're ready for this when you can pick up your knee without the counter. All right, I'm just going to grab on below the knee there, flex my foot, and pull it in. And yeah, you know, you're going to wobble around. You might fall. That's what it's all about. So 10 to 15 breaths. I switch sides. Notice how slow we're going to move here, right? Nice and slow. I don't whip my knee up there because that is going to knock me off balance. And I'm going to pull in that knee. Five to 10, maybe 15 breaths, right? Go ahead and face your counter. I'm going to go the other. This is my left foot. All right, pulling through your core. I'm going to take my left hand to the counter, pulling my knee forward. You know, you can bend a little bit here. This is a way that most people can reach their foot. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and take it back behind me. Tuck your hips, and voila, right? So the hips has got to come under, and I feel a nice stretch through my right leg in the front. If you can, take your left hand off the counter and hold it. And some of you will be able to pull in a little further with this. Notice we're just up and down there. No leaning any which way, not really, just gonna stay up and down. All right, so grabbing the ankle, I pulled it through. I tuck my hips, pulling through the core, and you can lift right hand off if you're able. If not, just keep it on the counter, right? And then some of you are going to be able to pull in a little bit more. And you're looking forward with that one. And release. So when you get through that stuff, you're ready to just stand, or you can have your hands down for a few minutes, pull in through your core, relax on your face, and take a few deep breaths. Likewise, you could sit. All right, so the idea with that is just to feel your body, listen and feel your breath, and just staying in the moment. All right, simple, right? You can do this. Leave a comment. Let me know if you did it. And if you need more instruction, I can make another video and show my feet. That might be helpful. All right. Namaste.